That's good.
Our main purpose is to identify, preserve, collect physical evidence and documentation of the collision scene and the evidence associated with it. Criteria for us basically is any fatal collision with a strong probability of a criminal prosecution, any fatal or serious personal injury collision resulting from a state police pursuit or a major work zone collision, all high-speed rear-end collisions to a Ford Crown Victoria Interceptor, any serious personal injury or fatal, an outside agency request. Recent cases we're involved with is the hit-and-run fatality on the interstate in Essex County, the triple fatal in Ellenburg area involving the Mustang Bombardier. We also responded to the homicide scene in Chateauguay, Dale Jarvis Sr., and also recently the homicide in Keys. Mapping is all the same. It just the homicide scenes may be several different locations. They may be large farm fields, a vast area for us to map, whereas a collision scene, may be a couple hundred feet or quarter, half a mile. In court, we prepare scale diagrams, which we'll bring and present. We're able to show where specific items of evidence were located at the scene. The scene it is situationally dependent on each individual collision, but we look for tire marks, paint transfer between vehicles. In cases of hit and run, we look for vehicle parts, paint chips, things of that nature, gouge marks, scrapes in the roadway to locate area of impacts. Homicide scenes is a little different. It's generally an overall documentation of the scene initially, and as our forensic investigators come in, start collecting items of evidence that are pertinent to the case, we'll then have the overall scene measured and documented, and we can focus on individual pieces of evidence.
As the collision reconstruction unit is working, whether it's at a collision scene or at a homicide scene, what that does is allow us to free up other investigators to go out there and to do interviews and collect other evidence that's not necessarily at the scene. And of course, for the prosecution, it's one of the best tools that they could possibly have.
Okay. Got it.
As I walk around, you see it follows me.
The best thing about it is we can recreate a scene, whether it's tomorrow, 10 years from now, and that way if there's ever have to introduce some other evidence into court, it's there to back it up.